You know, when we think about heroes, we often picture capes and superpowers. But what if I told you that real heroes walk among us every single day? They don't have super strength, but their courage and sacrifice are absolutely shaping our world. Today, we're going to talk about a very special group of people who have more than earned the title of modern-day heroes.
Okay, let's start with this powerful phrase right here. Bagong Bayani. It translates to the new heroes. And this isn't just some catchy slogan. It's a really significant title. It was first used way back in 1998 by former President Corazon C. Aquino. She used it to honor a crucial part of the Filipino population. But who exactly was she talking about?
She was talking about these folks, overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs. These are the millions of Filipinos who make the incredibly tough decision to leave their homes, their families, everything they know, to go work in a foreign country. And the reason, the driving force behind this huge life choice, is almost always the same: to give their family a better, more secure life back home.
So, why that powerful word heroes? What makes their contribution so heroic? Well, it really boils down to two huge things. First, there's the personal side of it, the immense, quiet courage and self-sacrifice it takes to be so far away from your loved ones. But then there's the massive national impact. The money they send home, we call that remittances, it's not just helping one family. It's like a financial lifeline that seriously boosts the entire national economy.
Okay, so recognizing that they're heroes is one thing, but how do we actually show our gratitude? How do we support them? Well, let's start with the very first and maybe the most important layer of support, the innermost circle. We're talking about family.
Because at the end of the day, gratitude isn't just a feeling, right? It's something you do. It's an action. And for OFWs, feeling that support from home is one of the most powerful ways they can experience our appreciation. Honestly, it's the fuel that keeps them going.
And what I love about this is how simple yet incredibly meaningful these actions are. We're not talking about grand gestures. It's about constant communication. That's the lifeline that makes thousands of miles feel a little smaller. It's making sure they're part of family celebrations, even through a video call, so they don't feel left out. Praying for their health and safety gives them comfort. And then when they're finally home, really spending that quality time and strengthening those family bonds, that shows them their sacrifice is seen and it's truly valued.
But, that gratitude shouldn't just stop with the immediate family. It really takes a village, a whole community, to properly honor these heroes. So let's expand that circle of support outward. And this is where every single one of us can play a part. You can celebrate their achievements, big or small. You can offer a kind word or a helping hand to the families they've left behind. Can you imagine the comfort that would bring? We can also use our voices to advocate for their rights. We can be more mindful and sensitive when we talk about their experiences. And, it can be as simple as just being polite, respectful, and welcoming. These little things, they add up to create a real culture of respect.
All right, so let's zoom out one last time to the biggest circle there is, the nation as a whole. Because while all that personal and community support is absolutely vital, a true show of national gratitude has to be baked into the system. It needs to come from the top down, with structured, systemic support from the government.
And this table here gives us a fantastic look at what that could be. We're talking about things like educational assistance for their kids to make sure the next generation directly benefits from their parents' hard work. Offering continuous skills training so they can stay competitive and advance in their careers. A solid healthcare support system is a no-brainer, because getting sick when you're abroad is terrifying. And finally, creating programs that help them build long-term financial security that ensures all their hard work leads to a stable future they can actually come home to and enjoy.
So as we start to wrap this up, let's just step back and think about why this all matters so much. We've gone on this journey from the deeply personal sacrifice of one person all the way up to the collective responsibility of an entire country.
And here's the real takeaway. Showing gratitude to our Bagong Bayani, our new heroes, it's not just a nice thing to do. It's an act that literally weaves strength into the very fabric of our society. It makes our family bonds stronger, it creates more caring communities, and in the end, it builds a more supportive and a more resilient nation for everyone. So, I'll leave you with the same question we started with. A question for all of us to really think about. Why do you need to be grateful for the overseas Filipino workers? As we've seen today, the answer touches every single part of our lives, from what happens inside a family's home all the way to the national stage.